Okay. How's it going, everybody? Sylvie here. Welcome to my channel, The New Narrative. Different looking set today. It'll all make sense later, so stick around. Today I want to talk about side hustles that I will never regret starting. Some of these are more active than others, but they've all contributed to my ability to not have to work a full-time 9-to-5. Now, since 2020, I haven't had a full-time job. I've had part-time contract work here and there, but it's always work that I willingly do, work that I find is fun, and work that pays well. But in general, I have different income streams that allow me to not have to work a full-time 9-to-5. And I'm going to talk about those today. So let's get started. As you can see, I am flanked by a lot of merch and equipment. My entrepreneurial journey started with a lot of YouTube tutorials, a lot of inspirational videos that I watched on YouTube and TikTok as well, that kind of changed my way of thinking about the idea of leading a life by design. Early in my adult working career, I found myself in jobs that were not satisfying, didn't pay me what I was worth, and also the types of jobs that laid me off through no fault of my own. I've always wanted to feel a certain sense of control over my economic future, because in my view, and this is my view, relying solely on a 9-to-5 and an employer for your livelihood is definitely, in our times, I wouldn't say it's very smart. An employer has no reason to be loyal to you, particularly because in this day and age, it's so much about profitability. And so if they need to lay off, if they need to fire, if they need to get rid of you for whatever reason, that has nothing to do with you. And they will do it like that. So I've never wanted to be on the receiving end, although I have been on that receiving end many times, again, through no fault of my own. So, and I hated that uncertainty. So for me, I've had side hustles from time. Now, disclaimer, for those of you who love your 9-to-5s, for those of you who find fulfillment and joy and complete and utter satisfaction from your 9-to-5 jobs, I'm happy for you. I love that for you, but this video isn't for you. You're not my ministry. I'm speaking to people who are interested in ideas and inspiration for supplementing your income. I am a mother to a 10-year-old. I am the primary caregiver to my child. And I can tell you right now that having worked many corporate jobs, many retail jobs, none of these jobs have ever been safe. None of these jobs have ever given me a sense of security. In fact, I've been laid off from both due to restructuring or moving, etc. And so what do? I don't want to just collect unemployment. You know, I want to work. I like to work. I'm a creative person. I'm an outgoing person. And I like to contribute to the world because I am a creative person. My essence, my aura is creativity. There's no other way for me to be. Life is hard, man. It ain't fun sometimes. It's not fun when you get handed a pink slip. It sucks when you don't know where your next paycheck is coming from. That feeling of stress, of fear, of I don't know what the future holds. It's damn right scary. So I try to do as much as I can to utilize my talents to add to the income coming into my household. And for me, that's the only way to be. There's one video that I was watching, I don't remember where from, but I'll never forget the quote that I retained from the video. And the quote reads as follows. You earn in proportion to your ability to use the tools at your disposal. Rewind that back. You earn in proportion to your ability to use the tools at your disposal. In other words, the kind of money that you could potentially make can depend entirely on the manner in which you use the tools that you have. That quote stuck with me because you need tools in order to operate. And I realized a long time ago that if I was going to operate at my maximum capacity, I was going to need tools. I was going to need to examine what my talents were. And I was going to need the strategies to manifest these tools and create opportunities for myself by monetizing my talents. And so I started building my arsenal of tools in order for me to earn. So let's talk about it. So the first side hustle of mine that I will never regret starting is, of course, voiceover. I have been in voiceover since 2008 when I got signed to the agency that I am still with 16 years later. Voiceover is without a doubt, of all of my side hustles, the most lucrative. With the right equipment and my talent, I was able to secure representation. And with representation secured, I have been able to mold and shape my career into something that I'm really, really and truly proud of. I have made tens of thousands of dollars, and the projects that I've done over the span of 16 years speak for themselves.
You're an artist. Yeah. Are you good at it?
Bitch, I'm in my bag, yeah.
Now, let's be clear. Voiceover is not easy, but the barrier to entry is not impossible to get into. If you have the basics, you know, the microphone, your headphones, a computer, recording software, you can really start into something great. And you can decide whether or not you want to be freelance or whether or not you want representation. Now, I went the representation route, but you can be freelance too. And in terms of money, you can make very good money. Now, voiceover is not stable. It's up and it's down. There are months where I book and book and book, and there are other months where I don't book at all. There are weeks that I have tons of auditions and other weeks where I don't have so many. But at the level I find myself in, voiceover wise, at this level in my career, I, along with my agent, have really developed this kind of relationship where I can tell my agent, you know what, I'm not going to take this assignment because it's too low. But in the beginning, I was doing anything and everything in order to get my name out there and in order to make a portfolio. And I can tell you right now that 16 years later, I can walk into a sound booth for an hour, maybe two, maybe three, and walk out of there with a few $1,000s. Boom. Now, I don't get paid right away. There are terms, 60-day terms, 30-day terms, 2-week terms, 90-day terms. There are frustrating aspects to voiceover, but the reason why I can be in it as long as I have is because the money has been very good, and the money is good. And I like the voiceover community. And, you know, if you want to know how I got into voiceover, I have a video right over here that you can check out, which basically talks about my journey about it. But voiceover is, you know, it's been such a blessing in my life. It's literally allowed me to be able to the ability to pay my rent, pay my bills, you know what I mean, and even save. So voiceover is without a doubt my best side hustle. It's the side hustle that I continue to do and that I will continue to do for years to come. And in keeping within the same voiceover theme, another side hustle that I will never regret starting, and this is because of voiceover, is now voiceover sessions. That's right. I have garnered so much experience over the 16 years that I've been doing voiceover that I now offer one-on-one sessions for those who are interested in knowing how to get in the industry. And the number one thing that I get asked is, you know what? I want to get into voiceover. How do you even start? And that's where I come in. I have a one-on-one session that I offer clients, and we go through the ins and outs of the industry. I offer insights, we go through exercises, I answer questions, I go through my own personal journey, and it's a very informative session. Now, without having done voiceover, I wouldn't have been able to now open up this or create this opportunity for myself, but I have. And I've gotten so much positive feedback about my one-on-one sessions that I've begun to collect testimonials from clients, and it's been a wonderful experience. I've met wonderful people, and people that I can say are doing their thing, thinking strongly about going into voiceover. So I'm really happy that because of my 16-year voiceover experience, that people now offer me money to share my knowledge. And so that's another way that I've created yet another income stream for myself. So it becomes very important to think about, hey, what is it that I can do? What talent do I possess? What information do I want to share with people that is valuable enough that people will pay for it? People pay me. People pay me for my information and for my knowledge. And it's not to say that you can't find information online. Of course you can. But you're going to be finding different pieces of information and going to different sites and going to numerous different sites and speaking to different people, when sometimes all it takes is speaking to one person to get all of your answers in a very curated way. That I've put together a package of information that gives you everything that you want to know. I myself have paid mentors and coaches so that I can acquire knowledge. But sometimes getting information from the horse's mouth is what you want. I've benefited from acquiring information and knowledge from mentors and coaches, and I'm proud to say that now I, in 16 years, have been able to do the same. I'm really proud about that. Now, another side hustle I will never regret starting is print on demand. Now, print on demand is something that I started early on in my entrepreneurial journey. You see, when I was just starting during the pandemic, like many people, I was looking to be, an entrepreneur, but I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't have a lot of savvy or know-how, and I wanted to just get my feet wet. Now, I'm a creative person, and I had already begun to do designs because I was also starting a small business. I already had designs ready to go, ready to upload onto my print-on-demand website and put on different articles to then promote and sell. When I first started promoting my print-on-demand account and the articles on my account, it got a lot of really great feedback. I received quite a bit of sales. I received great feedback. And for me, without a doubt, is seeing customers' posts on their social media for articles of mine that they purchased on my print-on-demand account. So print on demand for me was a wonderful opportunity to start something without any real, startup money. The print on demand company does all the work. They take care of the shipping. They take care of the manufacturing of the product. They take care of returns, right? So they do all of the heavy lifting. And that suited me just fine at the time. So because of that, your profit margin is not very big, okay? You do set your prices, but the profit margins are not huge simply because you're not doing much of the work. But it's a great addition. It was a great addition for me to add to my income stream because it was fairly easy. And a lot of the work was kind of laborious upfront because you have to upload, your designs. You have to upload your designs to the site, and you have to place each article on each. You have to place each design on each article in a certain way so that it pleases the eye. So there is a little bit of work to be done upfront, but once you've uploaded your designs, they just stay there. And as it stands now, I have, I believe, 68 designs on my print-on-demand account. The more you upload, the better the algorithm picks up. So it is something that requires you, as the owner of the account, you got to do your promotion. You got to, be on it. You got to be consistently uploading. But if you're a creative person and you don't have a lot of money, and you don't want to, put a lot of risk into it, it's a great way to start your entrepreneurial experience. Now, full disclosure, I'm not actively promoting my print-on-demand account. It is something that just sits there as it stands right now. But you know what? I still wake up to sales. Obviously, the more you promote, you increase your chances of your product selling and being seen. It has really, truly become something very passive for me because I've uploaded my designs and they just stay on my account. And if somebody likes a product of mine, they buy it. And it's just really that simple. I like that. I like waking up to, you've got a sale. It's a wonderful feeling. It's a wonderful feeling. So yeah, definitely print on demand, low risk, not high returns, but a great way to add a little extra change, a little supplemental something to your income stream. All right. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Excuse me. All right. Okay. Let's continue. And so now we come to why I've made this wonderful setup. It's yet another side hustle that I do not regret starting. And it begins with my precious baby, my Cricut maker. This Cricut machine is responsible for my small handmade business that I started during the pandemic, and that has netted me thousands of dollars. I'm not joking. When I bought this Cricut machine, right, first of all, let me just, sorry. All right, this machine, okay, when I purchased it, I had no idea how to use it. This thing here stayed in its box for almost 2 weeks. I was intimidated by this thing, you don't know. The reason why I bought it in the first place, to be honest, I'll be honest with you. I bought it because I had seen videos of people using it and making these amazing things. And because I am such a creative person and I love making things, I am a crafty mom, okay? I'm a crafty gal. And I saw this thing and I thought, oh my God, this is amazing. I must have it. And I purchased it and it stayed in the box for like 2 weeks. I couldn't bring myself to open it. Do you see how fear paralyzes you? In the 2 weeks that I refused to open this thing and try to use it. I could have made some wonderful things. Let this be a lesson, y'all. Don't ever let fear paralyze you. The only way to conquer fear is to just jump right in it. Drive right into it. Conquer it. Overcome it. I wasted so much time. But finally I opened it, and there was a lot of trial and error. So much trial and error. But I worked to get better. I practiced. And I practiced and I practiced and I watched YouTube tutorials and I practiced some more and I bought more vinyl and I practiced again. And finally, I was starting to get the hang of it. And I started to get good at it. I started by making greeting cards. I was making them for me to offer friends, to offer family members who were celebrating birthdays. I viewed this thing as a glorified greeting card maker. I wasn't even thinking about the money-making aspect of this thing. And then one fine day, I bought plain Christmas baubles. And I decided to decorate them. And I put them on my socials. And the minute I posted them, I got my first order immediately. And I'll show you that this here, this is what I made. This is a globe bauble. And on the back it says, "Joy to the world." When I made these with my hands, I had no idea how popular they would become. It got so that I got so busy that I had to stop taking orders. And I had started making different colors of them just because people had started asking for different colors. And I had started, this is my favorite, by the way. This black and silver one is just like, come on now, come on now, come on now. I only made a small batch of them because, hello, I was only one person. And it's all due to this Cricut machine. Now, it didn't stop at just Christmas baubles. I've made greeting cards. I've printed expressions on spiral books. I use my Cricut machine to print stickers that would go on my other articles, such as lip balm. Also, candles, more stickers, shirts. I've made even a collection. So I've made greeting cards along with sweaters. T-shirts, I've made t-shirts. This is one of my products right here. Billy and Ella and Nina and Sarah. If you know, you know. So all of these beautiful, wonderful articles I've made with my Cricut machine. I have been asked to print signs for companies. I've been asked to put sayings on wine glasses. I was asked to print t-shirts for my son's camp. And these are just a few of the things that I have been able to create with this machine that I would sell. I will never regret buying this machine. I was afraid of it at first, but now I can't imagine my life without it. It's without a doubt one of the most beautiful examples of marrying my love for creativity and entrepreneurship. Finally, this side hustle is fairly new, but one that I will never regret starting. And it's YouTube. Honestly, guys, I have tried YouTube so many times, and so many times I didn't get to where I needed to be. And so many times I abandoned it. But there was something inside of me that refused to give up on my channel. And finally, this year, I decided to take it seriously. And so I decided to relaunch my channel in August. And in August, I had 33 followers. Undaunted, I decided to post experiences that have affected me. I started posting about things that I thought other people might be able to relate to as well. And something started to happen. People started to relate to my content. I reached a stage in my life where I wanted to share knowledge to people who are interested in adopting new strategies in order to write new stories for themselves. I renamed my channel, The New Narrative, and my focus has been on giving inspiration and ideas and suggestions and commentary about things that matter to people like me, but keeping a positive attitude about things. Because as bad as things get in life, there are beautiful aspects about life. And there are things and ideas and strategies that we can adopt to maximize the goodness that life has to offer. And it hasn't been easy. Life isn't easy. But as long as you have breath in you, we have the ability to rewrite our narrative. It's what I'm experiencing right now. I've just turned 50 and I'm starting this channel. And I've been so fortunate and grateful for viewers like you. I want to welcome each and every one of you to this channel. And for those who are my OGs, thank you for continuing to watch and thank you for supporting. And if this is the first time we're meeting, welcome to The New Narrative. YouTube is my new thing. It's my new supplemental income thing that I'm adding to my already existing arsenal of income streams. Am I a millionaire? Oh no, no. But I've been able to monetize my channel in less than 3 months. And YouTube has opened up so many doors. I'm getting AdSense, and because of what I've posted to my YouTube channel, I've been able to get a clientele for my voiceover one-on-one sessions. Because on my channel, I've posted about my voiceover journey and how it's been a very rewarding and sometimes very lucrative aspect of my entrepreneurial journey. And because of that, I've had people reach out to me for business. And I've also had brands reach out to me too. And I'm very excited for what's to come. I'm still fielding offers. So that's another exciting part about this YouTube journey. And exciting still is that very soon, look forward to a YouTube merch shelf. Yes, your girl is gonna have a merch shelf. I don't wanna say too much right now, but I am going to be coming up with products that I know my viewers are gonna love, that are going to center around writing our new narratives. I'm very excited for the products that are going to be on my merch shelf, and I know that you guys are too. And I look forward to that. I'm so excited about that. And I have you guys to thank. But I want you guys also to think about yourselves. And what is it that you want to share with the world? Because we all have something that we could share with the world that will be of value. What talents do you have that you could share with the world and base it around a channel. I am so happy that I decided to restart my YouTube channel. It's work. It's definitely work. I don't know where this easy mode thing came from, because guys, I work for this, okay? It's not a cakewalk, but YouTube has proven to me that when I show up with good content, and that I show up being myself, and that I show up with a certain level of consistency, that I can grow my channel. And my channel is growing. And I'm so excited about where this channel could go. I've already seen proof, visible proof of what this channel has done for me thus far. And I'm going to continue to push, and I'm going to continue to provide good content. I'm going to continue to show up. And I'm going to continue to inspire, educate, share experiences, laugh, joke around, and just be me. Because there's something to be said about a platform that values you being you. Yeah. I appreciate YouTube for that. And I'm going to continue with YouTube. I definitely have not regretted starting YouTube as a side hustle. And I mean, who knows? YouTube might just be a main hustle. Who knows? But isn't that the beauty of life? The unknown. And how I might not know what's coming, but I'm working towards a future that I feel I have a little bit of control over. And that's what side hustles can essentially do. You know, these side hustles on their own, individually, might not bring a lot of money. If each of these fingers represents a side hustle, well, alone, they won't be, super lucrative. But when you put these together, it becomes a fist. A fist of financial fortitude. I just made that up.
Nice.
All jokes aside, these side hustles for me have really enabled me to live the kind of life that I really value, where I have a little bit more freedom, more time to spend with my son, and more opportunities to meet people, expand my business, and self-fulfillment. I am truly aligned with my purpose. I am utilizing my talents. I am monetizing my talents. And I am sharing my talents. And what could be better? These side hustles have really helped me. And I want to be able to show you guys what is possible. You don't have to do any of these side hustles. But what my aim is to show you the possibilities, to encourage you to think about what talents you guys possess that you could share with the world and that you can monetize. Because in this economy, in this day and age, to rely solely on a 9-to-5, I'm not going to do it. This is me in a nutshell. And the beautiful thing is that there are no limits. I could keep adding or subtracting or removing whatever side hustle doesn't work for me. I can continue to evolve, but I am forever looking at different ways to add to my income streams. And you guys, my New Narrative family, you guys are part of that. And I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for your support. So thank you for lending me your ears as I share with you these side hustles that I will never regret starting. All right, well, that's all that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, feel free to like and share. Nothing wrong with that. And if you are so inclined, please feel free to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.